Hey guys, it's Spencer Lavana. Thanks for watching all of my videos lately and leaving comments and everything. I really appreciate it. I haven't made any in a little while. I've been a little busy. There's been a lot of different energetic stuff I've been working on. But I definitely wanted to return to one of my videos today, being that it's a beautiful day outside. It inspired me to make some beautiful energy to put out into the world. So I'm going to talk about amethyst today. Amethyst is one of the most well-known and common stones in the metaphysical community. Amethyst, there it is. Amethyst forms in clusters, chunks, points, shards. Isn't it pretty? Yeah. Amethyst is one of the most beautiful and wondrous stones in the world. It's one of the stones that you'll find in really large chunks, maybe. Of course, those pieces are expensive, but you'll find very extraordinary pieces when it comes to amethyst that are large in size. A lot of stones may be beautiful and wonderful, but you won't be able to get the quantity that you want. Amethyst, like clear quartz, is one of those stones that you can get a high quantity of for a good price. So amethyst, stone of the 7th chakra. Okay, so we're going to be talking about your crown chakra and your third eye chakra as well. Your chakras are the wheels of light and centers of energy in your body. They go from the base of your spine up to over the top of your head. Those are the 7 basic chakras. So the 6th, which is your third eye, and the 7th, which is your crown or your Sahasrara chakra. Those ones are purple energy, mostly, depending on what tradition you're working in. The crown chakra may be white, but either way, amethyst is a stone of the higher chakras. Stones of the higher consciousness work with these chakras. Amethyst, being a deep purple stone, will mostly work with psychic and spiritual and ethereal energies. You can connect to your own lower self. You can use amethyst to defeat addictions and grudges, things that are deep inside of you that you haven't been able to let go of or release. Amethyst is wonderful for healers to use to balance their own energy. Sometimes when you get too many stones or you have too many other people's energies blending with your own daily life and your own daily path, sometimes amethyst is like a palate cleanser kind of for your energetic space that you've been living in. It can get you out of stale energies, old energies. Using amethyst to grid a house or a room, meaning to take it and put it in the 4 corners of the space that you're doing. That's called gridding. And you use crystals to grid a space or a room, either the 4 corners of the room, 4 corners of the house, or the property. You can do this with amethyst or a lot of different stuff, but when you do this with amethyst, you align your home or space to spiritual energies. This allows for you to have a little vortex of spiritual downloading right there. You'll be in a place where you will be more susceptible to angels and fairy energy coming through and communicating with you, whether through dreams, meditation, or just simple life workings, and you see messages. You'll become a lot more in tune with the energies that are flowing around you just in the air. So that's what amethyst does. It's like flipping the switch for spirituality. It puts you into that zone. It's like a certain stick of incense that you love. It makes you want to continue that energy that day. So that's one thing about amethyst that I've always loved, is that it connects you to your spiritual self. I said previously, but I want to talk a tiny bit more about it. This is the stone for addictions. Not the stone, but it's one of the stones for addiction. Quitting smoking, quitting drinking. I've had a couple people who I've known in my life who have used amethyst to stop smoking both cigarettes, marijuana, alcohol, different stuff that they did. I personally have like little weird nervous habits, like biting my fingernails. I used to bite my lips and stuff. Amethyst has gotten me in tune with keeping my body fresh and not constantly tearing it down, which is kind of what little stuff like that does. You pick it yourself, you scratch yourself, you like peel your skin or something weird like that. Amethyst is something that will allow you to kind of control your own energy as far as that goes. And the reason is because it's all up here. It's your brain chakra. It's your thought processes. That's everything. You know, it's your spiritual and your mental self right here. And even though this stone isn't more for intellect, it still is more for stimulating the brain itself. And that is what will kick you into the higher gears, into the higher modes of consciousness. Amethyst is also a very powerful healing stone, of course. Have to speak about that for a minute. The healing properties of amethyst are extraordinary. It's kind of like a universal solvent in the spiritual medicinal world. Amethyst is like water. It is necessary for what you're working on. You need it to go from one stage to the next. If you're working on someone or you're working on yourself with healing work and different stones and stuff, and you're moving from grounding to raising spiritual energy, you would want to use amethyst to like bridge that gap. Or if you're moving on from working on a past issue to balancing the chakras, you could use amethyst to kind of move between the one phase into the next so that you can work with other stones without kind of disturbing what you worked on previously. So that's what amethyst is for when it comes to the healing practices. And then overall, amethyst is one of what I call the Trinity of quartz, which is clear quartz, amethyst, and rose quartz. And you can also add citrine to that somewhere in there, and it would be the powerful four, I guess. But citrine, rose quartz, amethyst, and clear quartz, they're all kind of all-purpose stones because of the simplicity of their properties and the simplicity of their energies. But each one has a different mode of energy that it attaches itself to. Citrine is much more happy and bubbly. Rose quartz is much more loving and compassionate and huggy. And then there's amethyst, which is a little bit more edgy, a little bit darker, but it's also much more spiritual and more complex. And then there's clear quartz, which is ultimate spiritual essence and mental clarity, mental thought, everything that has to do with who you are as a person on the inside is clear quartz workings. Because clear quartz is basically the ultimate crystalline structure when it comes to that. It's kind of like a diamond. It has like the perfect setup for spiritual energies to kind of mend in between the crystals. When I talk about clear quartz, I always have to mention the other ones, which the first one is amethyst. Second one is rose quartz, and then citrine. But when I speak of any type of quartz, amethyst is always one of the top three that I have to say something about because it's so important. Also, just to wrap it up, amethyst is a protection stone. It is good for protection when you travel. It's good for protection from people who you do not trust or like. If you think that you're in danger for something, amethyst, like a couple other stones, is very good for relieving that stress, providing you with a protective guardian force. And it also does this because it calls in beings. It calls in protective and positive energy beings from the lower world and the upper world, as above, so below, to bring you all the good stuff in life. Keep you protected, keep you safe. So that's a definite other thing that you can use amethyst for daily. And that's a reason why you should wear it or keep a piece in your purse or in your car or in your pocket. All right. So in conclusion, amethyst is fabulous. You should go out and get some. It's available at a ton of different places. It's one of the most common stones right next to clear quartz and rose quartz. So yeah. Have fun today. Enjoy the beautiful weather. It's finally summer, and I'm very excited to do more videos. So let me know what you think. Thank you. Have a good day.